Got another one for you. This guy was a member of the Magic Council and a member of Fairy Tale. This guy infiltrated the Magic Council on behalf of Fairy Tale. He found this out during Tartaros. It all happened 10 years ago, I think. He was like, Mest, you're going to sneak into the Magic Council. Mest was so happy about it. He was like, I'm going to remove my memory and, act like Dorenbolt for real. He's like, I'm Dorenbolt. I'm not Mest. But Makarov, every time he would visit the Magic Council, he'd visit Mest, and he'd be like, what's the status on Alvarez? How are they moving right now? And he's like, there's nothing going on, this and that, But over time, 7 years have passed, right? Mest was on Tenro Island. He left, you know, 7 years had passed. They were, the Fairy Tale Guild was frozen in time for 7 years. Came time for the Grand Magic Games. And he's like, they are making moves now. They have wizards that are powerful, and it might look crazy in the future. He's like, they might actually mount an attack against us. And then Makarov was like, yeah, they probably will. Considering that the Magic Council was destroyed by Tadros, and because this nation of Fiore or Ishgar is weak now, Alvarez is going to try to come in and attack us. But I'm going to go do what I can to prevent that. And Mess is like, you don't have to do this, you don't have to get rid of Fairy Tale and other things. And he's like, nope, I do. And Mess finally remembered everything, because at first he was like, I'm Durnbolt, this, that, and the third. And he's like, oh, wait, I'm actually Mess Grider, and I was never really Durnbolt. I was just doing that for the mission. But, Mess is, cool. He has teleportation, man. But let's see how powerful this guy is. Strength 87%, speed 97%, 87% for his durability, 86 for his endurance, 91 for his intelligence, 92 for his experience, 85 for his close skills, 85 for his range skills, 84 for his recoup, and 85 for his hacks. So overall, he's a 87.9 for Mess Grider of Fairy Tale. But be cool, call in the corner. Let me know what you think about him in the comments.